Morning and namaste to everyone.
Good morning,
Part
ma'am.
of this session, and I want to
Very good
specially
morning.
welcome, all the representatives of Little Ellie family. Some important representatives we have. We have Raji from Bangalore. We have Bindu from Shimoga. We have Shilpa from Mysore. We have Vaishnavi from Tirupati and Jesna from Kochi. So, different places. And of course, Mr. Vivek, my one and only franchisee male, who is going to be a representative for many of the Little Ellie parents today. And special welcome to Mr. Ankit Desai and Mrs. Aishwarya. I'm sure you're wonderful parents for your kids, and it's a great pleasure to have you today here. Thank you for taking the time and coming, being part of this session. I hope you enjoy as much as we do.
Yeah.
So today I want to start with one quote, which all of us must have heard during, the process of our journey of this life. And it says that we enter the world alone and we leave the world alone. Isn't it true?
True.
Quite philosophical.
Yes.
Yeah, it is quite philosophical. And in different languages, we must have heard in Hindi. In fact, our own mother tongue also, we must have heard our elders telling us, you're going to come alone and you're going to leave alone, right? But, when you think about that, yes, it's true that we enter alone and we are going to leave alone. But what about the middle part, where we embark on a journey with our loved ones? So first it is the parents, then it is our grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and of course, then our spouses, and followed by the little bundle of joys of all our families, our children, isn't it? So, I realized that how important is this journey where we share all our joys and experiences with everybody we get along with, not forgetting our best friends, okay? So what happened is when this corona was heard, from China, as far as China, did we even think that, something like this is going to happen to us today? I'm sure none of us.
Not at all.
One part of corona, Wuhan is there. We heard one new place in China. In fact, I learned that there's a place called Wuhan, and there is something called as wet markets in China. So some information was coming in, and I was thinking, okay, this is happening there, and it's really sad that things are happening there. Of course, there was some sympathy that was coming across, isn't it, from all of our side, but we never imagined that it is going to travel far and it is going to come so close to us. That made me felt, yes, now we should acknowledge and be happy about this fact that the world is flat. Few months back, we were all very happy. The world is flat. We can go anywhere. We can come anywhere. We can meet anybody and nothing can stop us. But the whole process of the world is flat has come as an pandemic experience, That is what I felt when I was just sitting. Because initially when this corona thing came into Bangalore, at least, all my center heads got panic and they said, Preeti, we have to, cancel this event. We have to do this. And parents came said, how are we going to take care of our children? Priority was children, no matter what, right? So we were all into that protective mode. No, nothing should happen to our kids, but it's okay. We will go and watch our children. Right? So we canceled the events that was happening. And then what happened? The lockdown was announced. And I am just sitting at home. Personally, I will tell you that, it took me 2-3 days to understand the silence. Okay, I'm in lockdown. Yes. And there is this silence. And suddenly I hear, I could see mynas coming on my window. I could see, I could actually hear very clearly the birds chirping, to which, first I thought probably because I have time. So my attention span is better now. But when we started thinking, looking at the internet, and we realized there are some beings who are really enjoying their freedom, who have come out. And I'm sure you all will guess, the dolphins in the Italy water canals, Then there were so many different kinds of birds that came out, especially in the deserted streets of Mumbai, Bangalore, and even Delhi. And that made me think that yes, it's not just my neighbor, Mr. Ishwaran or Mrs. Raji, who is my neighbor. Even these animals and birds are as good as my neighbors, isn't it? I share this planet with someone really important and actually should have been very important in all our lives. But in this hustle bustle, we completely forget. We only connect with our own species, isn't it?
Very true.
That was one thing that, I started, thinking about. The second thing, of course, was a blessing for every one of us was pollution, be it animals or be it us. Pollution level has gone down. And, we could sight the Himalayas from some distance. We could see some photographs. For a long time, it seems nobody could see it. And it was like a wow factor. That's good, isn't it? So if I never thought that the lockdown would look like I am inside the cage and all the endangered species are outside now, isn't it? So, that kind of feeling is what I was thinking, that yes, look how it is for an animal to be in a cage, isn't it? Don't you feel like that at times? We are all locked down.
True.
So what happened was, it was good feeling to sit back. Also, when I think about the school and I think about my young parents, I was happy that, now my young parents who have been extremely busy with their professional work, and I am really proud of my young parents because they work exceptionally hard, be it Ankit or be it Aishwarya. You all are working really hard because you want to provide the best things for our children, right? But have you ever noticed how many times does your child really wash his hands after he uses the washroom? Have you seen when does he dig his finger in the nose?
Yeah.
Not
I
really.
mean,
Not possible to be around 24/7.
Yeah. So,
Little
so this was something I felt now my young parents will realize, that yes, my child does need some aspects where I need to really check whether he's cleaning his ears properly or whether he's finishing everything that I've kept on the plate, or does he like this or like that. Lot of very simple things that my parent is going to realize about his child. And believe me, when my young parents who have worked so hard today, they are able to do this sitting, quite comfortably in the houses that they have made for themselves. Their nest, the house, which I always share with every parent that, how difficult it is to make a house for ourselves. And we spend so much on the interiors. I have known my friends who have spent 1 year with the interior work. And when there is a long weekend, what do? We all move out of the house.
True.
Bangalore is shut. In fact, Bangalore is so beautiful when people are all out. And when it comes to the literally preschools or early childcare, I'll have parents telling me, don't do activities on Friday, we are leaving. That was something which I felt parents should enjoy possession, their favorite homes, which they have made it so with so much heart and love. They should sit and enjoy. And this is the time I feel, because of this lockdown, we are all able to enjoy our homes, isn't it?
Very true.
We also celebrated the Earth Day on 22nd April in true sense this year, in 2020, because, Earth was kept without any disturbance. And if you just think beyond this, because of the silence that has come, there's no movement of people. Because of the silence, Mother Nature has already started, with her healing process, isn't it? The ozone layer speaks about it, the pollution speaks about it. And if you even think more philosophically, if you want to heal yourself, you need to stop somewhere. And I look at lockdown as an opportunity where we are all, of course, forced to stop, but it will be enough time for us. It is giving us enough time for us to heal ourselves. Okay. So that was one big learning lesson which I feel I have taken from this experience. And of course, it has been chaotic for many of us. I won't deny that, the lockdown, because we have to attend meetings, we have to do virtual lessons, just like Raji mentioned. She's working till 1 o'clock in the night, And virtually we are doing a lot of work. In fact, I see the men folk managing all their projects from home, and also women who have been equally involved in their work. Plus, there is an additional very interesting work of cleaning, cooking, endless chores in the house because we don't have our sub-staff help with us, right? So, our work time is also getting, somewhere blended with our personal time. And that is something which is a little worry. Okay. So when work time and blended time, work and our personal time is blended, there are a lot of things which will appear different. There are a lot of difficult situations. Now, the situation that we are in, we can't take advice from anybody, isn't it? Our own parents, just when I talk to my own mom, my mom says even during the war that happened, lockdown was not so bad. So, they can relate only to that factor. But whom do I go for an advice? How do I react to this situation? How do I look? And most of all, my children are looking up to me because, Mama, what do we do during this situation? And therefore, it's an additional responsibility on us as parents. Now, as a parent, I also believe that I am the first teacher before my child goes to school, isn't it? We are always the first, and we'll always be the first teachers for our parents, for our kids. So, what happens is children look up to us, and we need to show them that, yes, I am well equipped to take you through this, isn't it? So, somewhere there are three things. All of you who are part of this session, I want to share three simple things that we need to handle. First, we have to take care of ourselves, isn't it? So if you think about your journey on a aeroplane some few months or few weeks back, you must be seeing the air hostess giving you instructions on the safety things. And what does she say about the oxygen mask? She says first put for yourself and then the children. So on those lines only, we have to think that first thing is my own personal care. My own personal health has to be fit enough to take care of my children. Do you all agree? Yes. So,
Completely.
yes. So the first thing that I want to share with you when you're talking about your own care is the physical care. Okay. Now, when we talk about physical care, what is the first thing that comes to our mind? Yes, Bindu, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when I talk about physical care?
Physical care, like say now we are most of the parents are working from home, okay, and we have children at home, and I have an husband who is also working from home, and his parents child is busy asking me, mama, give me that, give me this. So we are totally stressed up, like how to balance our work. And on the background we have so many worries as well, like when it is going to be normal. So I'm not able to take care of myself at all. Forgotten who I am now at the moment. So balancing everything, I have forgotten I really exist.
Yeah.
So
So I'm going to remind you on what is physical care. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Ankit, when I talk about physical care, what is one word that comes to your mind?
So basically, for us, it becomes a very difficult challenge in the morning that to hand over the brush itself to our kid, and that becomes the project for us to take her to the bathroom and everything. So
Okay.
every small thing becomes a project.
So, so physical care for me, I would tell you that you need to look at three things. When you're talking about physical care, you have to look at first most important thing is your sleep. Okay,
Yes.
your
Toss.
7 to 8 hours of sleep is a very important factor to take care of your physical care. Okay. We all know if you are a science student, our cells, our tissues all get rejuvenated. They are able to work when we sleep, not when we are running or moving around. Okay. So
Of
that is
course.
something which is very, very important. The second thing I would like to touch on is when you have proper sleep, you will definitely get up refreshed in the morning. There's no either ways about it. So when you are able to get up, there is a routine you need to do is your exercise. Many of us just we are very busy, we are not able to do it. But even a 20-minute of exercise, and what is exercise? Just taking in fresh oxygen as much as possible. You can go for your walk, or you can go for do yoga. And yoga, believe me, is not about asanas. The moment we tell yoga, everyone thinks, oh, I have to do Surya Namaskar, I have to do this bending and that. It is not that. You just sit and you do breathing exercises. That is also good enough. And breathing exercises is supposed to be almost mandatory now because of growing your immunity for your lungs, right? Because of corona.
True.
We have seen Modi ji, telling us do pranayam, do. So try doing that. And when your exercise routine is fine, you will get into good eating, healthy eating. Because when we do a walk of 30 minutes minimum, then we don't feel like eating junk. Okay. Yes, it works on our mind, it works on every aspect. Now I know, like Mr. Ankit said, the problem is the child is going to get up. So the thing is that you and your wife have to plan it out. Now, do you want your child to be part of this exercise routine? Then of course he will get up at 7 if he sleeps on time, and you can take him along. He can be on his cycle and you can of course walk. There are different ways that you can involve your child. And most importantly, if you feel you want to do it alone, please do it alone. You go out, you come back, you send your wife, or your wife goes, she comes back, and then, but don't skip. Okay.
Yep.
Because
I think that's very true, Preeti. I would like to add here, like me and Karthik, my husband, we religiously do 1 hour of a bit of stretching, a bit of yoga, a bit of breathing exercise, everything combined, 1 hour. So waking up early becomes a habit, even in this lockdown days. Not that you don't have to go to office or you wake up late. So that becomes a habit. And because parents like me and my husband are waking up early and religiously doing this 1 hour exercise, our kids are watching us. I think the best way to teach them is to show them, not to tell them.
Yes.
So they watch us doing this 1 hour religiously. And then when I tell them, now you can do your bit of exercise or your dance practice or whatever, without any fuss, they go to a room and they start doing it.
Yes.
It becomes easy.
Yes. So see, we are role models. We may not be the ramp models, but we are role models. Okay.
True.
So if your sleep, your exercise routine, and in fact, I have seen cult, doing free sessions. So it all depends on your interest. You want to do cult way, you want to do yoga way, or you just want to do simple walking. Please make sure that you all exercise. And of course, eating it will come in the system, because when you do so much of things properly, your routine of sleep and your exercise, eating is then becoming secondary. You will only realize in a week's time that actually your taste buds are changing. Okay.
Yes.
And you will eat healthy and you will eat better. Okay. So these are the things that which come under your physical care. The second thing that I would stress on is your mental care. Okay. Now there's nothing to be scared about. Okay. Because the moment we say mental, then everybody goes, it's like being crazy. But when you talk about mental care, there are two very simple things I'll say which you need to keep in mind. One is mindfulness and the other one is learning. Now, how do they become part of a mental care? Mindfulness is very important for you to plan things. Now, see, if you look, you can think of your children playing with blocks. Okay. Just imagine your child has made 3 towers. Your first tower is your work. Okay. Your second tower is your family. And your third tower is you, yourself. Okay. So when it comes to my work, of course, I have work. I have a lot of meetings. I'm working from home. So like I and Raji were just discussing, you need to show your child that, yes, this is the time I am working. So you can't go in your shorts and sit in front of your laptop, because your child will think he's playing. Does daddy or mama anytime wear shorts and go to office? No. So when she's doing office work, she has to be decently dressed. Make sure that, you are well dressed so that you also feel good. Like, today I am dressed, though I work from home, after a long time I got dressed up. And it makes you feel good. Okay? It makes you feel good, and it makes the others feel that, yes, they are serious about what they are doing. Also, they will not come in barge working, they will definitely come in between. What are you doing? Why are you doing? And they want to come. It's fine they are coming, but it's always better that they are aware that this is the time that I'm working. And yes, there are meal times, there are lunch times when I'm going to come out and I'm going to talk to you. And at this time, it has to be total listening. You cannot talk. You have to listen to your child. Okay? And then only he will give you a break for the next 2 hours. Okay? So this is one tip. The second tip is when it comes to, again, when it comes to learning in place of work. Now that you have some time, try to upskill yourself. Because if you enjoy your work, say for example, since Vaishnavi or Jasna, they enjoy their work a lot. So they will, look into activities. They will look into things. How do I make a virtual class more exciting? And of course, that is something which takes us all up. So we all need to take some time to upskill. And when we get one skill or even one bit of information extra, believe me, trust me, we all like it, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
True.
So learning should not stop. So we have so many courses that go online, and there are some courses which are as minimal as 500 rupees, which will not make a big difference to any one of us. Okay, think about all the money that you saved without going to restaurants. Isn't it? So this is a time when you can also a little bit upskill, but don't get stressed out. I need to study. See, being adults, there is one good thing. We have a choice now.
Yes.
Earlier, we used to study for what others used to tell us. Now, we have a choice to do what we want, right? What we want to learn.
And Preeti, I have a small point here.
Yes.
See, many mothers are really stressed out because they are feeling as if they're putting the whole world on their shoulders right now. So there is a simple way which they can relieve a little bit of stress by sharing the load. So that load has to be given a little bit to the family members also.
Yes.
So that they can spare some time for themselves and improve their mental health.
Yes.
Like they can ask their children to fill the water bottles. They can ask their children to help with utensils and little household chores also.
Yes.
And of course, many men are really helpful, including mine at home.
Yes.
So they can share their household chores with the children and amongst the in-laws or parents where they are living right now. And so that is one of the better ways so that they can relieve their mental stress when it comes to working at home also.
Yes. So that is called as a recharge point also, which I would like to mention. So when we talk about our work and our family, and then when we talk about yourself, the whole family wants you, right? All your attention, and you need that energy. So how do you recharge yourself? When the mobile battery dies down, what do? You just stick it to a cord, right? So you also need time to recharge. Be it a male or a female, we need our time to recharge ourselves. And how do we recharge? Just simply lie on the bed.
No, by doing something which we really like.
Yes, even it could be as silly as playing a Candy Crush game on the phone. Don't even think who thinks what about you. Okay, your husband may come and tell you what you're playing Candy Crush. It's okay. As long as I am able to, recharge myself, it's good. And believe me, when you recharge, what happens? You start getting new creative ideas. Okay. And
yeah. So Preeti, somebody is asking here, what if nobody at home to help in this case?
Yeah.
It's a question by Raisa Tripathi.
Okay.
So you want to address this?
Yeah. See, no help. Where does she want the help? That is important.
I think she's talking about the household chores because we, typical Indian women, we have this mentality of making the household chores the biggest demon in front of us.
But that is how we get importance.
Exactly. But keep it simple. Keep your cooking simple. Don't go for a lavish meal. And housework or house chore is not a such a strenuous thing at all. It's all in our mind, I feel.
Yeah, true. See, especially with this lady who has asked us this, I want to tell her that first decide where you need help. Okay, that is very important, because sometimes what happens, you are not sure where you need help, and then you say, oh, I would have cut the onions better than you, or I would have swept better than you. So first, for you formally, you need to decide and sit and ask, and don't, at this time especially, don't delegate.
Yes.
Okay, don't delegate. You do sweeping, you do swabbing. First, check with them as a family. What would you like to do to help me?
Preeti, I want to add a point over here. Okay.
Yes.
When the lockdown started, I didn't had maids. I was so used to having a cook, helper, everything. Okay. When the lockdown started, I was totally with no mates. Okay. First day, I was so depressed that how am I going to manage the work, cooking, everything? But then I found that happiness in myself. Okay, I'm cooking something for my family. I have this chance. Let me take this opportunity to cook and serve my complete family. So that itself was a strength. So positive thinking is very important at this point of time. Okay,
Very
we
true.
don't have this. What else we have to do to fight this situation?
So it's very easy, simple actually. First decide that what you can do and where do you need help. So
Yes.
after that, you make sure, and as women, I will tell you, we are very smart. Okay. We can, manipulate around.
Yeah.
So
We are
can
good in
tell them that,
multitasking.
yes, I need some help. Can you tell me? Because probably with me, I have older kids. So this is how it works for me now. That, can you, where can you help me? And they have all of them told, okay, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. I can do that. Great. Thank you so much. Rest. There's hardly any work then, But yeah. So, this is with experience that, I always feel that it's better that you ask them, you check with them how they would like to help us, and then you plan accordingly, rather than you telling you better do this, and it is only adding to stress to everybody.
That's
And
very true, Preeti. Yesterday, I'll just quote an incident which happened yesterday. I mean,
Okay.
as you rightly said, I kind of ask as sitting on the breakfast table, we ask like, this is the thing that we have to cover today. Today is a cleaning day or whatever. Mama is planning to cook this. So now I have 2 daughters. So where you like to help Mama? So then my little one, who's 8 years old, she said, Amma, I'll chop the vegetables for you. Now a 8-year-old cannot handle a knife. I know that. And she also knows that. So I had a particular dish in my mind, but then when she said she wants to help me in chopping, I said, okay, I'll give you the string chopper, the hand pulling chopper. You do it with that. And I just changed the dish I had in my mind. I changed it to something else. So
Yeah.
I think that is how, we are very good in planning. As you rightly said, we are good in multitasking. We are very good in planning. We women are more powerful, so house chore is definitely not a stress at all if you enjoy doing it.
Yes. And of course, you need the support of your husband, because if he doesn't bring the vegetables in, what are you going to cook?
Luckily, staying in an apartment, it's coming to our doorstep every week once. So we are blessed that way.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the people who literally have to go on the roads and get their vegetables, yeah.
So yeah, so in our family also, my husband, Mr. Vittal, is the one who is going out, who's taking the big risk. He's a protector. So, he goes out and he buys stuff. But yeah, sometimes, when I tell him get methi leaves, he gets pudina leaves. So,
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Same thing happened here.
But
Preeti,
yes.
Mrs. Sapna Gupta has a question here.
Okay.
After this lockdown, self-employed stay-at-home women like me realized that I can even manage things without my maid, and that too better. I mean, you want to comment anything on that?
Good.
Think positive.
You can give a pat on your back. Otherwise, if I meet you, I'll definitely pat your back. See, if you're able to handle your things, nothing like it. It's a blessing. So when I spoke about you're taking your care about your physical things, you're taking good care of your mental care, nothing like it. Okay.
Okay, there is a very genuine question here from Mrs. Rupa Shri. Please suggest, as we parents are dependent on daycare, because we guys working in an hospital, we don't have work at home option.
So there's no work at home option for her, right?
Yeah, they are working in a hospital, I believe. First of all, we salute you,
Yes, we
Mrs.
salute
Rupa.
you. We really thank you. We have already rang the bells and the plates, which I feel is actually not enough to acknowledge your efforts.
True.
But seeing the current situation, I would say that you will have to look for some option where your child can be taken care of from home. Okay, because as of now, there's no option of any daycares opening where your children can be taken care of. So either you will have to have somebody at home who can take care of your child. That's the only way I feel that you can work peacefully, because otherwise then there's no other option but for you to stay back with your child if there's no one else. And this is also a good time if you have, the relationships that you have created with your friends and your neighbors.
True.
I'm sure the neighbors can pitch in and they will help you handle the child. If I was your neighbor, I would have been more than happy to do it. I'm sure there are wonderful people around us who are more than happy to go that extra mile and help all the COVID warriors. So please keep up the work. And I hope and pray that your child is taken care of and safe. That's all we can do from here.
Yeah, true. Sending prayers your way, Rupa.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, how to maintain a calm during this difficult time, ma'am? And how can I be supportive to my family during this difficult time?
Yeah, see, Shilpa, physically, mentally, and the third one, which I want to share with all of you, is the communication, the social care. What is social care? Social care is you need to be connected to everybody around. Now, how do you get connected? How do you communicate? You must be calling your near and dear ones on phone. But phone is not enough because you only listen to their voices. Let's start virtual teaching. Let's start virtual learning. Everyone is talking about virtual learning. You can start it right now with your own family. Have a Skype, have a FaceTime, have a WhatsApp call, video call. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. Keep an evening time, when you can all get together. I have known of families who have this Antakshari time. They all get together on Zoom, or they get together on Skype, and then they all are like getting into Antakshari mode. They are doing quiz time, and grandparents are talking to children over Skype. In fact, grandparents, you should tell them to narrate stories. So my child will start sitting and listening in front of the system. And when I start the virtual learning process in June, it is much easier for my child to adapt. Isn't it? So this is a time when you have to be more connected to your family. Of course, we are all worried, isn't it? That how is my mother doing there down in Mangalore, and how is my sister doing down in some other place. So it is very important to be connected. So connect, because at this time, yes, we are all very busy. And I know at times we can even forget to eat, believe me. Okay, though we are at home, we can be extremely busy with our work, and where we will even forget that, certain things had to be done, certain calls had to be made. Oh, I just forgot that I had to call this person. I catch up on your friends. So do things which make you happy. Okay. So that is something which all of us have to do.
Preeti, there's one question from Ms. Pratyusha.
Okay.
As my in-laws are there with me now, my kid is not listening to me. How to handle her? If you allow me, can I answer this question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so do me, Pratyusha. I do have my father and my in-laws with me right now. So we are like, 6-7 of us at home. But again, coming to the same point, don't think that you have to do everything yourself, be it your cooking or your cleaning or your office work or you're handling your child, right? I mean, this is the best time to have the grandparents and the grandchild to bond better than before, right? For instance, yesterday, my father, he's now 73, right? So he knows a technique of making a leaf from the banana stem. So it so happened that we got a banana stem for cooking, and we peel the layers basically before we get into the inner stem, right? So those layers we usually throw, and I know my father can stitch a leaf with that. So I told my father, can you please show my children how to stitch that leaf from this, the banana stem? So that easily kept them occupied for an hour and a half, both my my father and my children. So I think you should best utilize their skills in occupying your children rather than you expecting your kids to only listen to you right now.
Okay. Raji, who is this parent? Can you just tell us?
I don't know who's the parent. Her name is Miss Pratyusha.
Pratyusha. Yeah.
Preeti,
Pratyusha, let me tell you one thing. Nobody can change the fact that you are the mother of the child. Okay? So just be confident that wherever your child goes, he's going to come back to you. And this is not the time at all to, get into a tussle where everybody has to listen to you. In fact, it will be more troublesome for you.
True.
Okay. So go with the flow. People are listening to you, good for them. People are not listening to you, very good for them. Because
Actually,
if you see human psychology, inside one person, there are 10 different, you can say there are 10 different emotions. There are 10 different people. You can imagine Ravana. Okay. 10 different kind of personalities inside. And in this lockdown time, what has happened is you will see 2-3 personalities in one day, which you must have not even imagined.
True.
So there is frustration, there is happiness, there is ego, there's so many emotions all, coming up. And believe me, as adults, we are able to speak out. Today I'm angry, I'll shout. But for a child, there are so many things happening in his mind, and his communication, dictionary is very limited. How much is he going to express? So this is one form of expression. So don't take it to heart, what I will tell. You have a long time to get things done as you wish. For this time, for this period, relax. If he's listening to you, smile, give him a hug when he listens to you. Give him lots of TLC. If he's not listening to you, just show him that, yes, you are sad, but don't get into, shouting at him or, I know it is difficult. And of course, not even punishing or hitting, which is a big no. So don't get into that tussle at all. It's okay. Okay. Because it's not one weekend or something that you're going to stay. You have to stay for another 2 weeks, I think Mr. Modi ji has announced. So in the best interest of you and your family, I think you just take it as it comes. Okay, Aishwarya, you want
Preeti,
Aishwarya wants to say something.
Yeah, I was
Vaishnavi here.
something similar.
Yeah.
So since we're also here together, my in-laws and all, so I can see that my child is actually learning a lot of different things that I didn't even imagine that he'll actually learn. Since it's a small town and basic things like coexistence with insects and other things. She doesn't want to hit one insect. She's like, it's a small thing. Tata said not to do this. It's a caterpillar. It's a lizard. But earlier she used to be really scared of all these things. But now I see her evolving into a better person. So for me, it's working out well.
Good. I'm sure it is working out well for everybody in some sense or the other.
At one point, you have to get adjusted to the fact. So once you adjust that this is the truth, this is the reality, and then I don't think we're ever going to flip.
Acceptance is important.
True. Preeti, I think most of us and people who are viewing this live session will have the same question as well. I think we may have to address that before anything else. How to keep the kids engaged or away from the gadgets?
Yeah. See, this is a very I feel it's very simple because all of us know gadgets are there to stay. Can we imagine a world without gadgets? No. So first is acceptance. The question is, how much is too much? Okay. So if my teenager child is, slowly sneaking out in the night and watching and doing something, yes, that is a cause of worry for me. If my young child is not, ready to get up, or say, you can say the famous binge watching. In fact, binge watching, I hear more from adults than children. I was binge watching this show. So when we talk binge watching, and if my child is binge watching, what is wrong? So we need to first check on ourselves how much we are doing it. And since gadgets and technology is there to stay, it is very important for my child to know everything. He has to know each and everything, but yes, how much to use it. Now, if you feel that there are some alarming things where he's not ready to eat without the television on, or he's not ready to do something else, or he's not coming out even after 1 hour of watching the TV, then yes, cause of concern. You just have to roll your sleeves up, and all of you know the solution. There's no standard solution because every family is different. In my family, I am the one who watches TV more than anybody. Okay. So
Yeah.
if I am the role model for my children, then I am a bad role model.
Actually,
Luckily for me, my children are okay. They watch for some time, they watch, and I didn't have to stop them. But yeah, why are you watching so much? They do their studies, they do their work, they do their eating. So as long as other things are being handled, yes. Again, scheduling can be done. You can look at all the programs which your child enjoys. And you can ask him to choose that tomorrow, which is the program you want to watch. And let him watch without you telling him, why are you watching? Why are you watching? Why? Okay, how many programs do you want to watch? Just note it down. If it is 10 programs, oh my God, what is going to happen then? Maybe then we'll have to get glasses. There's so many stories you can weave and tell them, then you will have to wear glasses. And then when you grow up, all those things are, very simple for us to talk of, isn't it? So just now, were you watching too much TV when you were young? Because I see you
I
wearing
guess so.
Preeti, I have a question.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Yeah, many parents want to engage their kids in different activities, productive activities. But the only issue is how can a parent direct their attention towards productive activities at home and keep them engaged in a fun learning process? Because many of them want to do it, but they don't know how to grab their attention, and because the children are more addictive towards the screens now.
Yeah.
So
Preeti ma'am, can I just add to this?
Yes, you can add to this.
Yeah, actually, I've had parents asking me, like, as they said, like, if they want to keep their little ones, particularly in little ones, away from the gadgets, like, how can they make them involved in doing the household chores and all? So, because, if it's an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, maybe they can understand a little more. But what about the 3 years old and 4-year-old? So, that's what they keep asking.
They just wanted to know, how do we do it?
Yes. So yeah, see, to keep your child engaged. Now it all depends on every parent. Okay. I like to read and I like to narrate stories. So I would like to keep my child engaged. That is what best I can do. So I will keep my child engaged, reading to her a story or acting out a story. Okay. It all depends on your interest, because when you want to entertain your child, you should look interested. I can give you a list of activities. I can tell you jump like a cartwheel and show you. Can you do it? No. Okay. I can tell you when it comes to kitchen. I remember my 3-year-old when my child was 3-year-old. She used to enjoy washing the vessels.
True.
And I used to, especially just clean it with water first and then give her the whole lot of vessels. Give her a stool, stand on the stool, and go on. I would also say with my preschooler 3-year-old, if you have to clean the bathrooms, go ahead with the child. Get wet. What is the child learning? The child is learning so many things. Be it cleaning, Be it how much of water we have to save. We cannot use too much of water. Experiencing the soapy lather, making sure on my gross motor skills I don't slip and fall. I have to walk very carefully.
Careful.
So there are a teen number of things that you can do, but you as a parent, you should know what you want to do with your child. That is one thing which is very important. Go on the net. There are different kinds of activities available which you feel you are comfortable in. Make your child laugh, make your child enjoy, and then it should not be, I'm doing it this way, why are you not doing it properly?
Very true, Preeti. I think when we even want to assign chores or let the child do whatever they want, we should let them do it without any conditions.
Yes.
As you rightly said, you don't expect everybody to work your way. Just let them enjoy the work first. Then you can teach them the right way.
Correct. So they have to enjoy. It could be you want to teach letters of the alphabet rather than, putting it on plain paper or even a book. Let's make letters with our body. So, you're twisting and turning your body, making letter shapes. You may need your child also. There is a beautiful video also on YouTube. If you don't know, you can learn. And you can say, today, let us make shapes from letters A to Z. You want to count? Okay, Papa bought some potatoes. I don't know how many he has brought. Can you just count and tell me how many potatoes are there? There are a team number of opportunities in our house itself where if we want to do it, we can do it. And it should not be like, now I'm going to teach you one skill. It should be very impromptu. Of course, you need to plan, but don't make it very obvious to the child that, yes, this is the activity I've planned for you. And now we have to do this. And if you don't do, then the whole purpose goes for a toss. You will not enjoy. Your child will not enjoy. And then your child, believe me, he will not come near you for another activity. Okay. So see, trust me, parents, I feel, that life is a journey with problems to solve, lessons to learn, and most of all, experiences to enjoy. Do you agree?
Yes.
Completely, totally agree.
Totally.
So our attitude has to be, especially now, very positive. If we are able to take care of, all these three things which I have shared with you today, I'm sure 3/4 of the problems are solved within our house. We, of course, take this opportunity that you are becoming a better parent. And today I want to specially thank all of you, to making, I hope you had a good time.
Yes, of
Hope
course.
you
had a very
learned
good time.
a few things with-
It's always good to think aloud.
Yes.
Preeti ma'am, before we end this session, okay, there is a lot of negativity thoughts going around, in everybody's mind. Okay, so my son, initially he was a very, lovable child. He used to go out, play. He used to enjoy going out. So when the lockdown has started, there's a lot of negativity filled in his mind. If I go out, Corona is there, it might affect me. And there are so many questions that is coming to us from the child. So how can we be transparent to the child in answering the queries?
I think Ankit also had the same
Yes.
query, like,
Yeah.
how to remove the fear of Corona or what is going around, basically, not
Yes.
necessarily Corona, how to remove the fear from the child's mind and give more positivity, pass on more positivity to the child.
Yeah. Now, see, if we have to ponder on this, now we have to think a little backwards when it all started in India. How did we react as parents? The media went on Corona. Even today, when you just put the news and it's only Corona, right? And
Yes.
then what happened? We started talking about Corona. So I don't know how we have spoken about it with our family, with our friends. Oh, this happened there, and Italy. So many people have died, and who is listening? A child.
child.
Yeah. So this has all been an accumulation of things. Whatever your child is doing now is not because it just yesterday he came to know about Corona. It is all a build-up of what our anxiousness, our anxiety levels have all gone into it. Fine, accepted. We are a little scared ourselves, right? But for our small kids, we should not try as much not to show our anxiety levels. We have to tell them that yes, there is somebody, who is very superior, like the COVID warriors, our doctors, the virologists, the scientists. They're all looking for medicines to take care of this, so that there is some hope, isn't it? We're all living in that hope. We don't know tomorrow definitely what is going to happen, but there is a hope that things will get better, isn't it? So that kind of hope has to be shared with our parents, with our kids. Okay. And I don't see that kid is getting negative, saying that COVID will happen. No, the kid is scared. How does he show his emotions? He has, like I said, very limited way of showing, right? So this is how he's showing. So don't take it as he's growing up to be negative. Bindu, don't even think that he's growing. Of course, every one of us, your child is also growing. And in fact, children grow at a much faster pace than us, Our pace of growth is very less compared to our children, isn't it?
Yes.
So they are growing at a very faster pace. Definitely their thoughts are going to evolve. And it's our duty to show them that don't worry, things will be fine, because we ourselves are telling us that, right?
Yes.
Things are going to get better. It may take 5 months, it may take 8 months, it may take a year, but things will get better. Okay. So this is something which we have to just show that confidence in our children. And even when you're talking, this also makes us more conscious that what you should watch when the children are around, what you should just avoid so that you can watch that later, how you communicate within your family, what do you talk to your wife, telling her, oh, these are things that are happening. Say it, in a low pitch, say it softly, even something like 10 people died. It's better, 10 people died.
That's so true.
Initially,
Rather than shouting 22,000 million, whatever has happened in US, the moment he sees that your voice is high, that means something which will get registered.
True.
Like
Very true.
initially he was okay, he was perfectly fine, but when he got a call from his school, like his ma'am wanted to know how he's doing, so that was when he became very emotional. Ma'am, I'm really missing my school. My parents are asking to write that, this. I feel like coming back to school. I'm missing my school. When is it going to start? That is when it was like an alarming for us. Like there are so many emotions within my child. We have to, stop projecting this as something has happened to him. So let us keep it low. We usually don't watch news in front of him, so that it's all filled with died and so many people have got virus. So a little negative we have reduced, and we have encouraged him watching some cartoons and watching some movies with us. So now he's little settled.
So it takes time. Everyone will settle, and I'm sure that we will overcome all these hurdles, and it will be like some good memories. Not only COVID, we are able to create some good memories. Okay. And it's all the more important that all of us smile more now, because it's not that we smile only for the selfies and the photos that we click.
True, very true.
Right.
Very
The
true.
moment of camera comes, we are all, but it is actually a universal truth that you need to smile more, so that everyone around you gets that positivity, and things will definitely calm down. Okay. Thank
So,
you all.
Preeti, there's a lot of questions on the Facebook as well. So I'm sure we are going to answer them all off screen.
Yes, so I'm going to just announce that, all the questions that have come on Facebook, yes, we are going to, we are going to answer them. We are going to touch base with them, whatever way possible. This is one thing that I want to do personally. If I am helpful to anybody, I want to give my time to them. Anyways, we are also having a Facebook group called as, I think it's called as Parenting Unconditional, which parents can, send their queries. They can connect with us. it's absolutely more than, just having a connection as a literally parent, but more to it, because we are also having early childcare parents, we have Lentry parents, we have, of course, our literally parents. So I am open to every parent. I am available. If you feel I can help you, please get in touch with us. Okay. So thank you so much. Yes,
Samantha,
Vivek. Yes.
most of the parents have this question: how do we answer the child about the ongoing pandemic? How do I tell them about the frightening news that is all around me?
So that was, I think we already answered that. You keep calm. We have to keep calm. We have to make sure how much of information we are taking from the media, how we are passing it on to our family members, and be sensitive to your child's thought process now. Okay, be very sensitive and play along with him. So if we feel, we are not anxious about it, definitely our child also will feel safe around us. So that is something which is important. So thank you. I think we have already crossed our time. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Mr. Ankit.
Pleasure, ma'am. Pleasure to hear you.
Same
you.
here.
Thank
It was good to have you. And we are planning to have a lot of FB live sessions. So please be part of it. Every Saturday, 11 o'clock, there'll be some live session for all my children, either our parents, the older children whom I call. So they will have some session happening, and we'll inform everybody of you well in advance.
Sure.
So namaste,
Great.
care.
Namaste and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.